Good morning. How is everybody? Happy Tuesday. How is everybody? Woo! All right. Good to see everybody. I am going to share what's going on for the week. Before I start with the agenda for the week, I just want to announce a couple things. It was brought to my attention that the washer and dryer. So if you use the washer and dryer and you find that it's not working, it needs to be fixed, something's going on with the washer and dryer, there is a request from Linda. Please, will you call down to the concierge office, let them know, write a work order so it can be taken care of. Apparently there's been issues with washer and dryer and someone's writing a note on there saying, not working, broken, etc., but not letting anybody know. So if you don't let anybody know, we can't fix it, right? So call down to the concierge and let someone know, please. Also, there was a good request. Is there any new residents here today? I want to make sure to introduce you. I know there are some new bodies here at Ridgepoint. Make sure you say hello. Of course, y'all do. You're so friendly, but I don't. Okay, this is Nancy Fix, right? Nancy Fix, where are you from, Nancy, originally?
Another part of Minnetonka.
Way out from Minnetonka.
I grew up in Hopkins.
But she grew up in Hopkins. And which side are you on?
West.
West side. So this is Nancy Fix. We can welcome you. Yay! All right, anybody else? Is there any other new faces that I'm not seeing here? Okay, all right. Okay, also, last week I had a few people in my office letting me know that they had gone on the excursion and were really kind of bummed out because there were some issues with when it was time to leave. Chico's it was a shopping thing, but it was time to leave. They kind of just hung out and lingered in the shopping area. So it took, I believe the story was it took a resident to go kind of say, hey, come on, corral them into the van. And there was another reservation for lunch. And then I think apparently the van driver had to go into a woman's shopping store to get her out or something. So please pay attention to the time. I write typically when you're supposed to depart the place. So just be respectful. Also, if you are in a restaurant, just remember that I'm making a reservation for 21 people. It's kind of hard to find a restaurant now. For 21 people, they're accommodating a large group of people. And hopefully they're preparing for that amount of people, but please be polite to them. I don't want to burn bridges. I want us to have a great reputation so that when I call again, they're like, oh yeah, we want them back, So just be respectful to the restaurants, everybody. All right. All right, I'll let you know what's going on. We have a very uplifting talk today at 10 a.m. by David Schultz. The End of American Democracy. Come on, that was funny. Come on, right? All right. It should be intriguing anyway. The end of American democracy. American democracy is facing many challenges, and some ask, can it survive? This talk examines the state of American democracy today, asking what ails it and what is needed to fix it. So David Schultz is a distinguished university professor from Hamlin. So if you are available, head up after this to Marion Hall to listen to David Schultz and have a good discussion. That is today at 10. 1 p.m. we have our open art studio course, and then 3 p.m. we have our bandage rolling in West Party Room. All right, Wednesday the 11th at 1 p.m. we have TED Talks. So there's 3 topics that are recorded for you. The 3 are 3 tips to preserve your vision, how reliable is fingerprint evidence, and Theodore Yeshin investigates Meet Neo, your robot butler in training. 1:30 on Wednesday, we have 500, and 7 p.m. we have bingo. Thursday, 9/11, we have our recorded coffee chats if you can't make it on Tuesday mornings. 9:30, our excursion departs to the Minnesota Orchestra. Friday the 13th, it's Friday the 13th this Friday. 1 p.m. we have our recorded coffee chats on 991. We have bridge and poker at 1 p.m. 4 p.m. we have happy hour. 7 p.m. we have our movie. And the movie is, this Friday, The Problem with People. It's a comedy. Two distant cousins who've never met come together to finally put an end to generations-long family feud. One cousin from New York City and the other from Ireland. It's a heartwarming comedy about family, world peace, and sheep, of all things. All right. Saturday the 14th, 8 a.m. we have men's breakfast, and 7 p.m. we have bingo. Next Monday, 1 p.m. knit and chat, 7 p.m. point players, and 7 p.m. 500. That's what I have for the week. Any questions? We have about, I think, 5 baby pictures. I'll start today. If we have 5 baby pictures, great. We'll just start the next competition with Who's That Baby game. So you'll notice I'll have I'll have all the pictures listed by number, and then next Tuesday I'll have a list of who the babies are, and you have to choose which number applies to that person. So we'll start next week, but if you'd be so gracious to hand me, just need a couple more pictures, it'd be great, but 5 would work just fine as well. All right, thank you so much. I'll hand it to Jeff.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. What a sad state that we're going to a restaurant and we've got people that are complaining, causing a scene. I just left the dining room and there were people in the dining room last night that were so rude that our contract wait staff doesn't want to come back. So what I'm going to ask is, if anyone on an excursion, anyone in a group is rude, whatever, don't say anything to them, come see me, and we'll just deal with that stuff on an individual basis. I'd rather someone not go than to have 21 people go into a restaurant in Wayzata, which is our marketing territory, folks. We want to really, really look good. Not that we're out marketing or anything, but if we send that Ridgepoint bus that's sitting in front of the restaurant and there's people inside causing a problem, we want to know that. And we'll say, nope, you can stay home. And we've done that before, we'll do it again. It's just not to even overlook the fact that Jillian, it is hard to get a reservation for 21. She works hard figuring out where to go, what to do, and people stay in the store. I mean, we have deadlines, and it's just rude and selfish the way some folks act. I am not saying that everyone that went on that excursion was bad, or everyone that behaved poorly. I don't mean bad. Or it's those that ate in the dining room last night were all acting bad. Nope, it's 1 or 2. And one bad apple can spoil the whole bunch. Okay, sorry to start out on something like that. Channel 990 in the East Building is now working. I had a lady call last week and she said 990 isn't working. And I didn't know about it. I said, I'll go up and I'll check. And I went up and I turned on 990. It's working. She goes, nope, that cardboard box, that package has been on that screen for 4 days. Well, who was wrong? I was wrong. We had the company out yesterday and they fixed it, and we know how there again with electronics, oftentimes it's just resetting something. And the one link in that chain that we didn't reset is the one that needs to be reset. So hopefully we can keep that going. Tuck pointing, that we hope to be done. They thought they were going to be done Friday. It looks like they're going to be done next Monday or Tuesday. So the window washing can go full speed ahead. Those of you in the west building, you're not going to have much use of the veranda for a day or two. I'll just give you a little bit of background here. On the roof of the west building, you'll see some antennas like you'll see on water towers throughout the cities here. That is Dish Wireless. And the reason they're up there is they can provide signal for mobile phones for $3.94. It's just a busy highway, and lots of their customers are down there. It's an ideal spot. They've got a breaker box down in the basement in one of those rooms along the west wall. And with the rain has been dripping on their breaker box. So we called our roofers, and they've discovered a large area that needs repair. So I haven't been over there today, but there's lots of blocks and stuff that are up, and so no grilling in the west for a while. All right. Also, Jillian mentioned the washers and dryers. By all means, do not put an out of order sign on the washer or dryer. Call and the desk and get a work order. So there have been many times where there's an out of order sign on the washer and dryer, when in fact it was operator error and the washer and dryer are working fine. So we try to get the simplest washing machines to use. Not because people here can't use them, but because we want to just have it be easy so everyone knows how to start over. It's just better that way. So I don't mean to be up here shaking my finger. That's not what we want this to be. But every once in a while we got to do a little housekeeping, making sure we're all minding our P's and Q's. All right. Does anyone have any questions on anything?
Jeff?
Yeah.
What about the garage? We can't go in and out tomorrow?
Part of the tuck pointing is doing the brick above the garage door, which cars go in and out. They are going to be doing that portion of brick tomorrow. They have to have scaffolding set up and all that. And if you go out the door, you'll run into that scaffolding and you'll knock those people over. So we're just trying to prevent that. So if you need your car, get it out in the morning, maybe even tonight. If it's an emergency tomorrow, stop at the front desk. Those workers are pretty sensitive to our needs and stuff, and if they had to just move a piece of scaffolding to get your car out, I think they could do that. Not a promise, do not bank on that. I'll have the tuck pointing crew draw and quartering me. All right, anything else? All right, birthdays. Hold on for a moment. Today, birthdays today. Audrey Dorholt and Liz Dunbar. On the 12th, Lenore Feldman. On the 13th, Roger Parks. On the 16th, Marcia Asp. And anniversaries, June 13th, Terry and Lynn Cabista. Okay, let's sing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friends. Happy birthday to you. Have a a good week, everybody.